Hey subs, I'm here. I'm in Sedona in my room, and I've made it mine. I've made it my space. And for any of you who go to Sedona and who are sensitive, oh my god, look at how that light is shining on me. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I'll get into the journey up here, and I've been up. I can't even talk. I've been prepping my decks to do my monthly reads for Patreon, excuse me, for Patreon, and of course I already have a message about like my journey here, and I'm gonna share with you guys. I'm at. Oh, that's so weird. A card was left out of the deck apparently, and I know this is all about owning power. Isn't it a master? I don't know. It's a cyclical number. It breaks down to like 1 or 10, right? It's like cyclical cycles. That's weird. And I swore I picked it up, all of it. I've been having weird shit happen since I got here, even before I got here. So anyway, so yeah, I'm here, guys. I'm absolutely here. And I just, wanted to share with you like my journey up here and all the synchronicities I've been seeing. The synchronicities were insane. From the moment I woke up, I had a text message at 3:33, and I woke up late. I woke up at like 5:05 or something like that. Anyway, I've been seeing those numbers all the time. And headed on my journey, and I was like, you know what? I bet I'm going to see synchronicities, and then boom, 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 boom. Just kept seeing them over and over and over again. I saw 111 the most. 222 I saw a lot. I would say in order of rank from most to least, 111 was definitely, my god, by the time I counted 15, I was like, I'm just gonna stop counting. I'm just gonna stop counting. It was ridiculous. It was like exit 111 for highway 111, like shit like that. Or my phone would glitch out. My GPS would glitch out, and then I'd like, oh shit, I'm like, I need to know my next turn, and then I'd go and put it in. 5 hours 55 minutes to go, 3 hours 33 minutes to go, 1 hour 11 minutes to go. It was crazy. 333 was definitely second. I stopped counting at, I think I stopped counting at like 9 or 8. Then 222 I saw about 4 times, and then 555 I saw twice. Insane synchronicities. And then, oh my god. And then as I got closer, my music was like acting funky. Hold on a second. Let me get rid of that. Oh, let me put this on Do Not Disturb. Shit, it's already falling over. I had to make a makeshift stand at home. I'll be honest with you guys. I just use boxes to keep my phone at the level I want it to be at. Oh, stop moving. Okay, that light shining on me, that's insane. And it wasn't like that when I hit record, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, now the light's like really on me. Anyway, so as I got closer after I did the 111 video, oh my god, everyone's hitting me up. Okay, after I did the 111 video that the last video I put up, I've been listening to music the whole time. And guys, I'm one of those people, like, I have to sing when I'm like doing anything. I don't know why I'm like that. I just love to sing. It's cathartic. It's therapy. And a road trip, that's the most exciting part. I just get to sing the whole way, the whole 8 hours. I'm surprised my voice isn't gone. And all of a sudden the music switched up, like out of my designated playlist. I was like, okay, what message you got for me? And it was a Disney playlist of all things. And oh my god, the songs that came up, Two Worlds from Tarzan came up. And I guess I've never listened to the lyrics of that song. Listen to that song. It's actually a really spiritual song. Go to Distance from Hercules, like that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my god, like this is gonna be an intense trip. And I'm excited, guys. Do not get me wrong. I am so excited to be here. I'm excited for what's to come. Stuff's already happening. And then I just listened to whatever messages came through the music. Anyway, doesn't matter. I know I'm here for a good reason, and I'm excited for what's to come. But then I got here, I'm unpacking my stuff, I checked in, just getting settled in, and the front desk calls me. And they're like, there's a package here for you. I was like, a package? I mean, I ordered camera batteries because I expect it's Sedona. Electronics do not like to work here. They really don't. Sedona and electronics do not mix. They actually drain electronics a lot. So that's why I knew I need extra batteries. And I have Amazon. It's really cheap. And I was like, well, I'm expecting an Amazon package. And like, no, this is from a person. I was like, a person? Okay. I'm not expecting anything. And like, do you know a Jay Majill? I was like, no, definitely not. From Chicago, Illinois? No, definitely not. I'll come down anyway. So then I go down there, and they present it to me, and I'm like, yeah, that's way too big to be the camera batteries, because they told me like sometimes that happens. Hold on, my throat's already getting agitated. from all that singing I did earlier. And they said sometimes, like, people will get packages from Amazon for other people, and they'll just repackage it and send it to the individual themselves. And I was like, well, that's awfully kind, but I definitely don't think, it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. I'm from California. It just doesn't make any sense. And then they pulled the box in front of me, and my name was in the handwriting. It was in the freaking handwriting. And I was like, I don't want to open it. It's like, I don't know who this is. It could be a bomb. It could be anything. I don't want to open it. I know that sounds a little paranoid, but you know what I mean. I don't know what's in it. I don't know the light is going in and out. Anyway. Yeah, I've been here for a few hours, and I'm gonna be here for like quite a long time, so it'll be interesting. Anyway, so they told me I had to open it because they legally couldn't because it was in my name. So I was like, okay. So I'm like, I take the scissors and I'm like, I'm acting careful, right? I'm like stepping way back, and I'm like, can you please just like, I don't feel comfortable opening this. So I just kind of like slid it open, and I'm like peeking inside, and I see a note, and I was like, okay, well, there's a note at least, and it definitely was addressed to the hotel. The note was, and so I let them take it because I'm like, okay, technically it's in the hotel's name. Please open it. So they open it, and the note said that it was a step stool of all things. It was a step stool in the box. And the note said, "Oh, this somehow made it into my package, but it belongs with the hotel. I'm just returning it. I'm just returning it to you." So it had absolutely nothing to do with me, but it was my name in the handwriting. That light is freaking me out. Anyway, it's good. I know it's good. It's good stuff, but it's like, wow. So I was just like, okay, that's a message of some kind. And I meant to look up the meaning of like what a step stool could mean. And the thing I'm thinking is like either leveling up, spiritual upgrade, really, or I'm going to be in need of support soon. Because that's what a stepping stool is, right? It's for support. It's for support. Or I'm going to get support in raising myself and raising myself higher. Is that a yes of a confirmation of that? Anyway, so, and I do feel like I am going to be meeting like, like-minded people who are probably going to be teaching me a lot of like great lessons, which I'm more than happy to take home with me. But yeah, that's been the ride so far. And I've only been here for a few hours. I haven't even like ventured outside because like I said, it's dark. I don't need to be out by myself. It's the desert. I don't need to put myself at risk unnecessarily. But I really wanted to share this message with you. It blew me away, and I thought it would and maybe it would resonate for some of you guys. I know a lot of people are going through an awakening of some kind, in their own life, in their own way. So I thought it would be really helpful. So let's just get into it. But I don't know how this made it out of the deck. And this has been coming up for me in my own personal reads lately too, which is really interesting that that somehow got left behind. And it is about taking your own power back, closing out the old shit, embracing the new, and really being hungry for it and just going for it. Anyway, so let's look at the cards that we have. Soul retrieval, not surprised, right? Soul retrieval, upper world, the sun, and the sacrifice. Overall energy, the moon, which I'm also really not surprised. I mean, that's all about phases, right? The moon is about cyclical phases from the light to the dark, from back to the dark again. And guys, I do want to just mention, because I've just been feeling this about the trip even before I even got here. Being here, I'm going to be in more dark energy. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? I know I don't really talk about this too much. I've mentioned it a few times, but dark energy is actually really important. You need the dark and you need the light. You can't have one without the other. You just can't. You're not going to be balanced if you don't have light or if you don't have dark. And I have been spending a lot of time in the light. And there are still some things I need to shed about myself, and some, closure that needs to happen, some like scorpionic deaths that need to happen as far as things that may be holding me back spiritually. And I know that's part of the reason I'm here. So as we as days go on and I'm doing readings, or I'm doing videos, just know that my energy will most likely change while I'm here, just because I'm going to be sitting in dark energy to make those changes, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It just is what it is, right? But just know that. And if you're sitting in dark energy, don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. It's useful. Everything, honestly, in my personal opinion, most changes, most transformations, shedding of karma, shedding of trauma as well, all happens in the dark, so that it can be brought to the light, so that you can be brought back to the light in a renewed way, reformed way, upgraded way. There's nothing wrong with it. It's very much needed, okay? So I'll read you the overall energy. I just like reading the card descriptions. They just really hit it home way more than I ever could, all right? And plus, I get new people all the time, and by the way, guys, 43,000 subscribers, blowing my mind. Blowing my mind. I mean, how long have I been on YouTube? Since September? That's like, it. I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed, and I'm so thankful. But anyway, let's get into it, because I think this will help some of you guys too. All right, so we have the moon. Oh, another cyclical number. Isn't that funny? Another cyclical number. The moon. I'm only going to read the invitation, because this definitely, they have 3 sections for each card. They have the essence, which is like the general vibe of the card. The invitation, which is like the pure, like, I'm already starting to see stuff. Sorry, guys. I got a little distracted there. So for the invitation, to me, that's more like the pure message of it, like the message that's trying to reach out to you, okay? And then they have the medicine, which is like if you're in need, if you're struggling, if you're in a struggling zone. This kind of energy, it's not necessarily for people who are struggling, like who are down and out. It's more like you're sensing change and you're experiencing change, and it's like, okay, this is new. This is new. What's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of energy for people who are going to resonate with this. So I'm only going to read the invitation sections. The moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun, and now it comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been too focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon cycle and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. Again, phases, cyclical changes, right? Changes. Okay, now soul retrieval. I love this card. I love the soul retrieval card, guys, because it's, I get, honestly, I totally admit, I'm a sucker for scorpionic energy. I am. It's very scorpionic to me, okay? So soul retrieval. You are no longer fragmented. You are one with creation. You have healed the cause of the pain you feel, so you do not need to dwell on it any longer. Really, it's true. If you are still hovering over an old wound, find a new flight path. Don't be distracted with the little stuff you've already mastered. Go for the big one, the journey back to Eden. So with soul retrieval, that's about really going back into your past and like reclaiming pieces of yourself that you lost along the way, to other people, to situations, life, trauma, what have you, so that you can really be who you are in your complete self, including your child self with your adult self. You understand what I'm saying? I think a lot of us get into that adult mode, and then they just kind of, they don't know how to tap back into that inner child, because, most inner childs are very damaged, right? But anyway, moving on. So then we have Upper World for the number 59. If I can pull it up. Here we go. The upper world is calling you to step into your fully realized self. Clear distractions so that you can move into a higher destiny. Do not fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. What you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the great leap. Remember, you cannot cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small leaps. And then the sun. I love the sun card. And the artwork on these cards are just stunning. Have you been hibernating? Have you been introspective? It is time to come out of your cave and savor the life-giving light of our star. The sun rekindles your passion and your creative energy. Life is calling you to shine your light and to add your lightness and humor to the seriousness around you. Get out and play. Embrace that inner child, guys. I'm just amazed at that. Embrace your inner child. Have fun. Play. Be the adult child. And then you can be the adult when you're like all serious and shit, you know? Or need to be serious. And then the sacrifice. I love this card. Hold on a second. Okay. So before you get into the invitation, just know, guys, sacrifice is not always like, how do I describe this? Sacrifice is not always about true loss. It's about the sacred. It's about what's special. It's about significant meaning, right? It's like ordained. Like that's a good word for it. Sacred, ordained, that sort of thing. To you on a very individual level. Okay, before I even get into sacrifice. So the sacrifice. The sacrifice asks you to offer to spirit that which you most The sacrifice asks that you offer to spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and return tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you have been praying and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcome guest in this banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering you can bring. Life has been generous with you in so many ways. I know it's intense, but it's light. It's intense, but it's like, it's a very nice light message. And I'm glad it is because, like I said, I already know I'm gonna be going through some dark energy. And I know it's gonna be a little rough, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited because at the end, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna just be upgraded. I'm just thinking of it that way. This is like version 1, I'll just be version 2. And honestly, guys, I don't think I'm gonna be that different personality-wise. It's just, I'm just gonna be lighter. You know what I mean? I'm just going to be lighter. I'm going to be me. I'm still going to be me. I'm just going to be more connected. You understand what I'm saying? And then Jaguar, I won't read it to you guys, but it really, because it really is about taking your power. Owning your power. I mean, look at how powerful that that cat is. I know it says Jaguar, but I actually did forget the term. My head's a little, the energy around my crown chakras made me a little loopy today. But yeah, owning your power. So guys, that was my day. I hope you guys had a good day. I haven't really planned out tomorrow yet. After I do the, I'm going to do 3 monthly reads tonight. Once I do the monthly reads, I need to actually work on something else. And then I will plan out my day and you guys will get to see some of that because I do want to share that with you. And you know, a lot of my subs have never been to Sedona, and I think it would be a really great chance to for you guys to get a taste and also to see where you guys would want to go. You know, there's so much stuff out here, guys. There's so much stuff out here. It's ridiculous. Like, Sedona is pretty small. It's really, really tiny. It's like a tiny little town. But you could spend, you could honestly spend weeks here just exploring the rock formations, the vortices. I'm definitely going to at least a couple vortices tomorrow. You know, it's a place that has a lot of vortex energy here. The rock formations are just blowing my mind, and the Native American ruins here are just littered everywhere. And there's actually one on my list that I still haven't been to that I really want to go, but you needed to make an appointment, so I need to figure that out. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys because you guys have been so supportive, and I know you guys are interested in Sedona as well. And like I said, I think it'd be really great to just for you guys to get a taste of what you guys would want to do on your journey when you're here. You know? All right, guys. So. The light's shining on me. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got to go. So I will see you guys later and have a good night, okay? And like I said, for the weeklies, I will be doing elementals just because of, you know, the reason I'm here. I need to focus on that. And not to mention, it's just, I need to preserve my energy a little bit. So I hope you guys understand that, all right? Bye guys, take care.